Hello, football fans. Welcome to After Further Review. I'm your host, Steve Tower, and tonight we are into week 16 of our 2020 New England season project using Fast Drive Football, designed by Al Wilson. And oh boy, it has been a wild, wild ride for sure. Season started off on a big losing streak, and then we rebounded, and now have sort of muddled our way into this do or die game. As you can see from the standings, we're sitting there at 7-7, and so if we lose, probably we are out of any faint playoff hopes we might have, as there's three other teams that already have 9 wins. So yes, actually, we would be officially eliminated from playoff contention. But even with a win tonight, it would be still an as outside chance at making the playoffs. And actually, what I'm finding more interesting is if we somehow manage to lose our last 2 games, we'll have finished with the exact same record that New England actually had in 2020. So that's where we stand right now. Looking around the league, Dallas over in the NFC East, they were the surprise team that came out of that that morass, I suppose you could say, of bad teams over there. But every other team pretty much performed just about the way they did in real life. And our King of the Hill game tonight, Tennessee, will be taking on the Green Bay Packers in what should be a fantastic second part to our doubleheader here tonight. So will Tennessee keep the crown? Will they stay as the King of the Hill? Or it will be the Packers who will swoop in with just 1 game to go in the season to take the King of the Hill crown. We shall see, but for now, let's head on down to the field, to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, as the Buffalo Bills come to town to take on the New England Patriots. All right, so here we go, just about ready for kickoff, and my homebrew rules is that the visiting club will always get the opening kickoff, so it will be the Bills getting the ball first. All right, here we go. Thank you, everybody who is tuning in live. Hope you had a great weekend. Appreciate you stopping by to kick off your weekend here. Let's see what happens. Buffalo with the opening kickoff. Oh, and it's going to be a bad return. They muff the return. Do manage to recover it, but they will start out in poor field position. So, Bills offense on the field. The Bills are also looking to win to keep their faint playoff hopes alive. They have drastically underperformed from their real life record, and they are also at 7-7. But it looks like it's going to be a good start for them here. They are a prolific offense. Defensive back bites on the pump fake. Wide receiver is wide open, and touchdown. Buffalo opening drive score finds Pater, and the extra point is good. Buffalo up 7-0. So New England will get the ball for the first time, and they are already trailing. Not a good start for the Patriots. Let's see if they can answer back. 4-4-6. They are not in poor field position. Hey, there we go. That is going to be a touchdown. Newton's going to keep it himself and rushes in for the score, and New England does answer back. Here is the extra point. The extra point is up and good. We're knotted at 7 apiece here early in the first quarter. And the next kickoff will be a touchback. Buffalo will be in average field position to start their second drive of the evening. Let's see, 4-4-5. They are not an erratic defense. Defense is not stiff or disciplined, so they're going to drive down into a field goal range to try to retake the lead. Looking for an 11-55. Oh, and they just do get it. Just squeaks through the upright. And Buffalo back on top, 10-7. And the ensuing kickoff will be a touchback. New England out for their second drive of the game, 1-4-6. Staunch defense, no. Hey, ball carrier, stiff arms linebacker spins into the end zone. Another rushing touchdown for New England. This time it is a long drive. 4 ticks come off. We will roll the red die again to see if it's an extra long drive. And it's not, but the extra point is good. New England on top for the first time, 14-10. Lots of scoring here in the first quarter. And it'll be another touchback as the Buffalo offense comes back out. Let's see if they can keep the scoring going. 5-6-6. They are not a shaky offense and not a staunch defense. That is going to be another touchdown pass. However, this will bring us into the second quarter for that score. So first quarter scoring 10-14 New England, but Buffalo going to get on the board early. 2 ticks into the second quarter. And actually, we'll roll the red die to see if it's an extra long drive, and it's not. The extra point is up, and it is good. Buffalo on top by a field goal, 17-14. The ensuing kickoff, I believe that's going to be a good return for New England. Yes, poor tackling leads to New England being in great field position to start their first drive of the second quarter. Here we go. High-scoring game early here in Foxborough. Both teams clinging to their faint playoff hopes. Who's going to come out on top? 2-3-3, definitely not a solid offense, not a mild defense, and we're going to have our first punt of the game. The first punt of the game comes with 10 minutes to go in the first half. All right, so the punt to Buffalo, and they are going to get pinned deep. So they've got the ball, got the lead, but pinned deep in their own territory. 1-5-5, they are not a secure offense. Let's see, they're not clumsy, and it's not an active defense, so they are going to punt it away. They get one big play on the drive, and then it stalls out. So they will have to punt for the first time. 2 back-to-back punts. And a 14. Oh, that's going to be a good result for Buffalo, as New England will be pinned deep as they start their second drive of the second quarter, now trailing by a field goal. 1-2-6. Let's see. Reliable offense. No, it's not a meek defense. Not shaky or aggressive, so they're going to have to punt it again for the second time. So the offenses have cooled off here in the second quarter. Here is the punt, and Buffalo going to get a decent return. They'll be in average field position. We're down to 6:15 on the clock here for the first half. 3-3-4, not a solid offense. Let's see. Oh, it is a mild defense. Got the decider die. Defense playing a little too loose, but they still force a punt. But Buffalo with a chance to pin them. It'll be a coffin corner punt. That takes us under the 5-minute mark. So I think Buffalo is going to use their efficient quality to take another tick off the clock. All right, so here is the coffin corner punt. And that's going to work out for Buffalo. New England pinned deep. So we got 2 ticks on the clock. New England is not efficient. So they, if we roll a 5 or a 6 on the red die, the half will be over. And indeed we do. They will run out of time trying to get downfield. And there is the end of the half. So just that first early score in the quarter, and after a high-scoring first quarter, just that one touchdown by Buffalo. That's where we find ourselves as we head into half. Buffalo 17 and New England 14. All right, so we'll get ready for the second half. And let's see if New England can answer back. They will get the ball first. Let's see, deferred. for the opening half kickoff. Let's see what happens. And it will be another touchback. All right, so Cam Newton and company trying to get this done here, retake the lead. They are not a prolific offense, not a stiff defense. They're going to have to punt it away. That's going to be their third straight punt. And a long drive ends up with nothing. And Buffalo will get a decent return. They will be in average field position. Start their first drive. But 1, 2, 3 roll. They will have to punt it away. So New England will get it right back here. And they're going to get a really fantastic return. They will be in great field position to start this next drive. 1-1-5. Poor, no. Let's see. Erratic or undisciplined. Oh, no. Oh, bummer. They're semi-erratic. They got the dot. That's going to, it'll take a potential tying field goal. So the drive stalls following a momentum-killing penalty. Oh, no. Oh, and Coach Belichick not going to be happy about that. So they will have to punt it away. Key holding call there. Stalls the drive, but it's going to be a good punt. And Buffalo will be pinned deep. As they come back out, we have 6:15 on the clock here for the third quarter. 2-4-6 is the roll. Buffalo definitely not a dull offense. Oh, no, that's going to be a touchdown. This time on the ground. And Buffalo is going to extend its lead. And they do. They get the extra point, so they will be up by 10, 24-14. And we have 3:45 left on the clock after that touchback. New England out with the ball, down by 2 scores now. Time running out on the New England season. Prolific, no. They're not porous either. They are going to have to punt yet again. Buffalo will get the ball back with 1:15 left on the clock. And near their 35-yard line. Let's see what they can do. 3-3-5. They are not in great field position. So drive's going to stall just short. They'll get a chance to do a coffin corner punt. And that is going to take us into the fourth quarter. So Buffalo gets 1 score in the quarter, and New England, since that hot start to the game, has been shut out. We will already be 2 ticks into the fourth quarter with this punt. Buffalo trying to pin them deep. It's not going to work out. It's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. All right, let's see. Can New England get a score here? Make it a 1-score game. They are the home offense. So dynamic attack by the offense pushes them into field goal range. All right, so here we go. Big kick Nick out to make it a 1-score game. And he does. Wobbled a little bit, but came back in to go through the uprights. And it's now 24-17. And Buffalo will be back on the field after a touchback. We got 10 minutes to go. It's a 7-point game. What's going to happen? Let's see, 3-4-6. They are not in great field position. Let's see. They are not erratic, and it's not a disciplined defense. So they're going to get a field goal opportunity. And this would be a big field goal. It would turn it into a 2-score game again. Let's see. And yes, the field goal is up, and it is good. 27-17, Buffalo on top by 10. And time keeps ticking away on New England. It is not looking good. What do we have? 7:30 left in the game. And New England needs 2 scores. 4-4-5. And there's that erratic offense again. Oh, the decide or die. All right, so that will take us to the 5-minute mark. So they are going to go for it because they cannot afford to punt it away here. Down by 2 scores. So the roll is a 4. 4th down and go for it. Are they a dynamic offense? They are not. Pass falls incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And that is most likely the game. Buffalo, they do have the efficient quality. They'll be able to add 1 tick to this roll. Oh, they only get a 1, though, on the red die. Let's see, 1-1-5. They are not in poor field position. They are an undisciplined offense. So they're going to get a penalty. They will get to take an extra tick off the clock. But they're going to have to punt it away. The slim chances for New England. They do get a really good return here. All right, but unfortunately, they only have 2 ticks on the clock. They need fate to be on their side. Well, that's a good start. Let's see, 1-1-4. Reliable, no. Not a meek defense. Oh, no, never mind. That's going to be an interception. Oh, bummer. 1 tick comes off the clock. The interception return will put them into average field position, and with 1 tick left on the clock, they can just kneel it down. And there we go. Bummer. And that will that'll end our playoff hopes, unfortunately. So New England takes the loss at home to Buffalo 27-17. Buffalo goes to 8-7 on the season. And New England falls to 7-8. Oh boy. All right. Well, and so what's interesting is if, like as I was saying at the top of the show, if New England loses in their Week 17 game, although we have the lowly Jets coming to town, they will match their real-life record. But we will get to that next time. For now, it is time for our King of the Hill game. All right, so we are in the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in our reigning King of the Hill, Tennessee, taking on Green Bay. Green Bay, one of the better teams in the NFC right now. So we have 2 division leaders going head-to-head. But which one of them is going to come out on top? And more importantly, who is going to be the King of the Hill as we head into the last week of the season? So Tennessee, the visitor, they will get the ball first. And let's see what happens. They've been on quite a run. They would like to continue their winning ways. But let's see what happens. The opening kickoff is going to be a touchback. Tennessee will start in average field position. Let's see what happens. 1-4-5. They are not in great field position. Not an inept defense. So they will get a field goal attempt. Tennessee trying to get on the board first. Let's see what happens. They do not have a good kicking team. 11-51 is their range. But this one is up and right down the middle. Tennessee on top first. 3-0. And the next kickoff will go into the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay out on the field. Oh, and 666. So we will be rolling on table B. This will be a 4-tick drive at least. 1-4. Oh, double reverse with the quarterback providing a key block to spring the runner. Touchdown. Oh, boy. So Green Bay going to their bag of tricks early to get the go-ahead score. And the extra point is up, and they are on top 7-3. All right, and there is the kickoff, and I believe a 15. We're gonna roll. It's not odd though, but so Tennessee will be in great field position for their second drive. Another hot opening quarter here on the show tonight. Let's see, 225. They are not a dull offense, not a staunch defense. That is going to be a touchdown run. King Henry gets in the act. And we are already under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The extra point is good. Tennessee back on top, 10-7. Green Bay will get the ball back with 3 ticks left on the first quarter clock. 1:46. Not a staunch defense. Ball carrier, stiff arms a linebacker, sprints into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. And they just needed 1 tick on the clock for that. So Green Bay right back on top. And the extra point is up and good. It's 14-10. Packers lead. In the ensuing kickoff, it's going to be fumbled. Oh, but the return team covers, but Tennessee will be in poor field position after that fumble on the return. 1-2-6 is the roll. Let's see, reliable offense. They are semi-reliable. Gets the dots. Quarterback is lucky that pass wasn't intercepted. They're going to have to punt it away. So only 1 tick comes off of a quick 3 and out. And Green Bay will have the ball back in average field position with 1 tick left on the clock in the first quarter. 2-2-5, not a dull offense. Let's see, not a staunch defense. That is going to be a touchdown. This is going to be a touchdown pass, and it will take us 1 tick into the second quarter. So 10-14 was our scoring in the first quarter, but Green Bay is going to quickly add a score here in the second quarter. The extra point is good, and Green Bay leads 21-10. The next kickoff is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And let's see if Tennessee can answer back. 4-4-5 is the roll. Erratic offense. They are not. Let's see. It is a disciplined defense, though. So defense bends, but it doesn't break. They're going to have to punt. 2 more ticks come off the clock. So the ball coming back to Green Bay. And they'll get a decent return. Let's start in average field position. 1-2-6, reliable offense. They are reliable. So that's Rodgers throwing it away to avoid the interception. And they will have to punt. This is a long drive. 4 ticks off the clock. So here's the punt back to Tennessee. And it's going to be a good punt for Green Bay. Tennessee pinned deep. They will start their next drive in poor field position. 1-3-6. Oh, they are a prolific offense, though. So the defensive back going to bite on a pump fake. And Tennessee's going to score on a long touchdown pass. So right back into this game. Let's see. And you know what? They're going to go for a 2-point conversion. And they get it. Whew. And it is now 18-21. Green Bay on top by 3. Green Bay will get the ball back in average field position. 5 minutes to go here in the first half of our King of the Hill game. 1-5-6. They are not in poor field position, not in great field position. They're going to have to punt. Let's see. They are efficient, so they're going to actually use that to add a tick to the clock. They will have to punt it away, but as long as it's not a return, the half will be over, and it is not, so that will end the first half. And it is a good one here. Green Bay on top, 21-18, just a 3-point game. Tennessee trying to maintain the crown as the King of the Hill. as we are almost ready for playoff football here in our 2020 project. All right, so Green Bay will get the second half kickoff, and it'll be a touchback. They'll be in average field position to start the second half. Let's see, 3, 4, 5. They are the home offense. They're going to get into field goal range. And 3 ticks come off the clock. So Green Bay, their field goal rating 11 to 66. So the only way that they can miss is if we get 11. And we do not. So that's a good kick. And they are now up by 6 points. 18 to 24 is the score. All right, so Tennessee down, still by just a score, though. A touchdown would tie it. 1-3-4 is the roll. Let's see, not in poor field position. It is not an inept defense. So they're going to get a chance to chip away at the lead with a field goal of their own. Let's see if they can answer back. No! Field goal goes wide right. And Green Bay will get the ball back, still up by 6. 1-3-5. Oh, that's the bad one. That is a fumble. Green Bay loses the ball. Let's see what Tennessee does with the fumble. Well, they'll get it back. Just an average field position, though. Let's see if they can get a score here. 2-4-6. Dull offense. No. There we go. Runner turns the corner, has nothing but daylight. It's another big run for King Henry. And for now, we have a tie game. And here is the extra point to take the lead. The extra point is up, and it is good. Tennessee on top by 1, 25 to 24. Green Bay will get the ball back in average field position. 2 ticks left in the third quarter. 2-3-4, the roll. Let's see. Dull or undisciplined? No. It is not a staunch defense, so that is going to be a touchdown pass. Rodgers and company answer right back as time expires. Let's see, and they're going to go for 2 points. Oh, and their 2-point conversion is not good. So they will be up by 5, 30 to 25 at the end of the third quarter. All right, so let's see. So Green Bay scored 9 points in the quarter, and Tennessee, they scored 8. All right, so Tennessee getting the ball back, and they are trailing again, but only by 5. 1-score game. Is this going to be one of those games that comes down to who has the ball last? Oh, no, and that is going to be an interception. 3 ticks come off the clock. Let's see what the Green Bay defense does on the return. It's going to be a good return, and the Green Bay offense will be in great field position as they come back out on the field with the ball, with the lead. 11:15 on the clock for the game. They are in great field position. Oh, the receiver dives over the pylon for a touchdown. And the Cheeseheads starting to celebrate. Let's see, that'll put them up. They'll just go for the extra points. And the extra point is no good. Uh-oh. So it's a 11-point lead. Green Bay up 36 to 25. Be a touchback on the kickoff. So Tennessee comes out trailing by 11. And we've got, 8:30 on the clock. 2-2-5, the roll. Not a dull offense, not a staunch defense. That is going to be a touchdown run. Another rushing touchdown for the Titans. 2 ticks come off the clock. They will kick the extra point. The extra point is up and good. Oh, actually, they would go for 2 here to make it a field goal game. And let's see, 4. It is not a staunch defense, so yes, that is going to be a successful 2-point conversion. So it is 33 to 36. It's just a field goal lead. And oh boy, we have 6:15 on the clock. Let's see, do they try for a onside kick? They're not going to. So they'll just kick it away. And oh, and that worked out well for them. Actually, Green Bay is going to be in poor field position. All right, so here's the deal. Green Bay is fully efficient, so they can add 1 tick to the clock here. Oh, my goodness. Let's see, and as long as this isn't an interception, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, they are not a dull. So it would be a touchdown with a red die of 6. That would take 4 ticks because they're efficient. They get to add 1, so that means that they are just going to be able to run out the clock. Wow. And that is that. Green Bay holds on for a 36-33 win. Oh my goodness. And we have a new King of the Hill as we get ready to head into the last week of the season. Tennessee finally knocked off their throne. But what a nail-biter of a game. Huh. All right, so there we go. We will update our standings in real time as I see James has joined us on the chat room. Welcome, James. Thanks for tuning in. We had a quiet crowd here tonight watching the game, but appreciate everybody tuning in. So here we go. So New England, we lost. Oh, boy. And Buffalo gets a big division win. Tennessee falls to 10-5. So they're going to have a fight for their division crown. Green Bay gets win number 12. And they're trying to lock up the number 1 seed. So right now we have 2 12-win teams, Tampa Bay and Green Bay, over in the NFC. And let's see, Kansas City, with a win next week, they would secure the number 1 seed. And then we have Tennessee and Cleveland, both with 10 wins. All right, so it's going to be a wild and crazy week 17 of the season. New England officially eliminated from playoff contention. The best that they can do now is finish at 8-8. So we'll see. We have a game against the Saints next time. Or a game against the Saints. A game against the Jets, rather. And Green Bay, they will be taking on the Chicago Bears. So should be a fun last week of the season. Thank you, everybody who has tuned in through this project. Again, we are using Fast Drive Football. And there was just an update on the page today. You can now get every season, every championship season from 1960 through the year 2000. Al Wilson has just been going like a maniac. And he did post on Facebook that he is hoping to have every season from the 2000s on done by Thanksgiving. So, pretty exciting stuff here as we wind down our 2020 season project. As Brian joins us in the chat room, yes, unfortunately we lost to Buffalo in the opening game. So, there we go. We're going to try. So we still do have 1 game left, and we can still beat the real-life record of 7-9 if we get a win next week. But otherwise, we will match it exactly. So there we go. All right, guys. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see here, please leave a like on the video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and do so. And if you really like what you see, you can click the join button to help support us with a monetary donation every month. So that's all for now, guys. Thanks, everybody. Until next time, get out there, have fun, play games, and I'll see you after further review. Have a good one, everybody.